Hello and welcome back to the Gazelle Lab. This is Anthony. Today we have a Galaxy S phone battle. As you can see right here, I have all the US versions of the Samsung Galaxy on the 4 major carriers. So I have the Epic 4G from Sprint on my left over here, then the Fascinate from Verizon, the Vibrant from T-Mobile, and the Captivate from AT&T. So I've never done 4 phones before, so it could be a little too much to handle, but let's give it a try. So let's start with unboxing each one of these separately first. So we'll start with the Epic 4G. I already have these powered on, so to save a little bit of time. So I'm not gonna do anything too fancy in terms of the unboxing. So here's all your stuff. My batteries are in here, like earphones, data cable, and manuals and stuff. So let's get this one out of the way. Here's the hardware. We'll get to this. Put that one down. Now let's go to the Fascinate. This has a little cover. Move that. And then we come. This is the nicest boxing out of all of them. Packaging on the Fascinate is nice. Here's the phone. Very similar to the Vibrant in form factor. Inside the box, all boring paperwork, and then charger, data cable, headset, etc. Put this back. Get this one out of the way. And we'll put that down. Now we'll go to the Vibrant until it's got this one comes with avatar, so it's got the avatar on the box. So like I said, this one's very similar to the Fascinate in form factor. Put that one down. Let's get into the box, sorry. So like I said, in the box. And that's all the paperwork in here. All the stuff you need. The headset, micro USB, the charger, and the memory card, the adapter. Let's get that out of the way. And last one is the Captivate on AT&T. So this one, if you saw my Desire versus Captivate review, this is I like this hardware in this one. It's got that cool back. But we'll get into them in a second. So a box, almost the same standard stuff. Paperwork, charger cable, headset, data cable. Okay, cool. So now we got all the boring stuff out of the way. Let's get to some of the data on these things. So if I can get to powering, getting the screens on once, you can see all the screens before they time out. And there we go. I should get another person with me. So look at that, it's pretty nice. These, like I said, the Galaxy S line is probably my favorite screens on any mobile phones. They have that super AMOLED display, which is very nice. And the Epic 4G does offer the QWERTY keyboard, unlike the rest of them. So let's get into basic size overview of these things. So we can see it's starting from the left, the Epic 4G is 122 by 65 by 14, so it's definitely the fattest one. That's because of the keyboard, and it's 155 grams. It's the heaviest one as well. And on the Fascinate, you have 125 by 64 by 10.5, and it's only 116 grams. So it's nice. This one is nice and thin. It's not the thinnest, but it's still pretty thin. And then we have the T-Mobile Vibrant, which is 122 by 64 by 9.9. So this is the thinnest one, along with the Captivate. The same. This is 117 grams. So a tad bit heavier than the Fascinate. And here is the Captivate, which is 122 by 64 by 9.9. So again, one of the thinner ones. So let's put them all, give you some profiles. So here you go. This is a Galaxy S profile checker, if you want to call it that. So you can see these three on the right are pretty much almost the same size. The Fascinate's a little bit thicker. Then you have the Epic 4G, which is it's like the fat boy of the group, but you do get the QWERTY keypad, which is nice. So obviously there's a lot of features to review in all four handsets at once. It would take me like an hour. So I'll just get into some of the basic stuff. So these two are obviously CDMA, so Sprint and Verizon. This is the only 4G device. You'll be on Sprint's WiMAX if it's available in your area. And these two are also 3G, but over here you're on T-Mobile's 1700, and over here you're on HSDPA, the 850 for AT&T. So they all have the great displays, 480 by 800. Like I said, Super AMOLEDs. 4 inches. That's pretty much the standard for the Galaxy S lineup. And the other standard is the 1 gigahertz processor. So they all have 1 gigahertz processor. The Vibrant has a Hummingbird. The Captivate, actually it doesn't. I don't think it uses an actual Hummingbird processor. I think it uses an ARM Cortex A8 processor. And then the Fascinate over here also uses a 1 gigahertz, the Cortex processor, and so does the Epic 4G. So this is your only Hummingbird processor on this one. Let's look at the backs real quick. You can see the cameras. I know one thing you GSM fans won't like is no flash. I don't get it. I don't get why there's no flash, but the CDMA ones do get the flash. So if you want to do it, we can do a little photo shoot out right here. Let me grab something to take a picture of. 1 second. Got my trusty Desire and a master lock. Pretty random. So let me move this. We'll do one at a time. So here's my Desire. Here's the master lock. I'm gonna start with the Epic 4G. Okay. Okay, like I said, they all use this TouchWiz UI, which I'm really not used to it, since I'm a Sense kind of guy. So you can, classic, you just move these, tap into focus, and we'll just snap it. So there's one. Let's move to Fascinate now for Verizon. Camera. So this one requires a memory card for actually to take a picture, so no sample on that one. I don't have a memory card in there right now. Hopefully this one doesn't. So there you go. So far the quality looks to see pretty much the same on all of them. Okay, so now I'm sorry I didn't have a memory card for the Fascinate, which this one does actually. The screen looks amazing. Again, insert a memory card. Well, at least it proves you need a memory card just to use the camera on that one. So let me go back into these. Move the Desire out of the way. Back into these, we can take a look at the pictures from these three at least. So I just need to go into the gallery. My files. So there it is over here. Let me pull it up over here. That one. Let me just grab the Captivate. Gallery. So here we go. This is gonna be kind of hard with one hand, with two hands actually, but so here's the pictures. I don't know if they're kind of hard to see on film, but they pretty much all look kind of the same. So the flash is not going to make a difference in here because of the lighting. But for the, like I said, for the GSM fans out there, there is no flash, so that's one thing you lose. I don't know, the Captivate does look a little bit clearer. Maybe it autofocuses a little bit better than the rest of them. And sorry again about the Fascinate. So I'm not going to get into all the Fascinate issues with Bing and not using Google traditionally, and that's a whole other separate review. This is basically just looking at the hardware from each phone compared to each other. So I hope you liked this little brief look and unboxing of the Galaxy S lineup of phones here in the United States. Like I said, there's also the i9000, which is the unlocked version. So if you're looking to get something unlocked, you can try that. If not, my personal pick, like I said, is still the Captivate. I think it just has the nicest back, the nicest hardware. These two, Fascinate and Vibrant, just feel, I don't know, the back feels cheap. They feel a little bit like the i9000 unlocked. This is good if you need a QWERTY. You get a QWERTY and you get 4G, which is really nice, but it's, for me, it feels like a brick, you know? So I would go with the overall winner. I would go with the AT&T and the Samsung Captivate Galaxy S as my winner for this one. Thanks for joining me in the Gazelle Lab. Bye.